Imagine history as a river, its current beginning with a single deliberate mark. At dawn in ancient Ur, a scribe leans over wet clay. A surplus of barley buys time for priests to chart the heavens, for builders to raise temples. Writing is born from this surplus, to track tribute, codify laws, and explain the cosmos. From simple ledgers grow the foundations of the state. Soon, the questions we ask become larger than a measure of grain. In the groves of Athens and the marketplaces of the East, new questions take root. How should we live? Confucius defines duty. The Buddha examines desire. Maya astronomers map the sacred cycles of time. When kinship and barter are no longer enough, philosophy, scripture, and law provide the thread. These ideas travel with merchants and envoys, weaving a cultural fabric that shapes our schools, our art, and our governments to this day. And the world connects. Trade routes stretch like veins across the earth. The Silk Road, the monsoon winds of the Indian Ocean, the desert caravans. Along these paths, more than goods change hands. Pepper from the east warms bread in the west. Paper carries algebra. Beliefs carried on a whisper or a prayer bead cross from one palm to another. Then a new force accelerates the pace. Steppe horsemen unite the continent, turning separate routes into a single network. But this proximity has a price. In the 14th century, the Black Death follows the same paths. Yet from the depths of shock, a hunger for knowledge is reborn. The Renaissance rediscovers perspective, anatomy, and experiment. The echoes of these choices define our world, in the grid of our cities, the principles of our laws, and the calendar that marks our days. Listen, the city's hum hardens into the roar of iron and coal. Manchester, 1830. A weaver wipes soot from her lips as looms pound a relentless rhythm. Steam power drives not just machines, but people and ideas into crowded cities. The scribe's descendant now clocks in at a factory. Nations are forged in this fire, defined by anthems and ideologies promising order or liberation. Empires expand, then fracture. Borders are violently redrawn by 2 world wars, leaving the deep trauma of genocide. After 1945, a Cold War divides the planet, posing a stark question. Is peace maintained by power alone or by shared rules that cross all borders? Today, that question is more urgent than ever. Satellites and fiber optics have woven a new digital network, creating unprecedented interdependence. This history is not a distant story. It is the context for our lives. Climate change, pandemics, and vast inequality are challenges born from this interconnected past. Debates over artificial intelligence and genetic editing echo older struggles over power and ethics. This long river of history has brought us here, to a world wired for connection and braced for the next great shock. Understanding the current is how we navigate the future we dare to build.